Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be ranking the top 10 best centers in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. So I'll say this, the center position is honestly not as deep as probably the other positions in my team right now. The center and PG position specifically, I feel like are the two that aren't quite as deep, especially the center position. So some of these guys toward the back half of the top 10 aren't quite as elite, but honestly, as of late, the center position has become deeper with some of these recent drops in the past couple weeks. So that has helped, and I hope to see that continue. But before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 10,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, and I would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. And let's start off with number 10, which is going to be, I'm forgetting who I had on my list now. Number 10 was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I think Kareem is... I don't think he's like awesome, but I think he's pretty good. And honestly, having him at number 10 is a significant upgrade over where number 10 would have been a couple weeks ago. 7'2" with a 7'5" wingspan. He's got great speed. He's a great defender, and he's a very good athletic card as well. The badges defensively and mashing are very solid, even with only 7 hops. They are good interior hops, and he's got some decentish playmaking badges as well. That being said, he's missing a lot of key badges like handles for days, limitless range, Agent 3, Challenger glove, badges like that, limitless takeoff and posterizer would all be nice to see on him, and obviously the glaring hole is the fact he has a 63. That being said, with a shoe, with a coach, you can shoot very consistently with Kareem, and he's still going to be a great inside big, and he can knock down threes when he is open. Release is baited, but if he's open, and people do leave him open because they don't think he's going to make shots, he can definitely still make shots at a very high level. So does not have much playmaking or great dunk animations or anything like that, but he's still a elite inside big, which is very valuable, and can knock down shots at least a capable level, which makes him a very solid card. Walker Kessler comes in at number 9. I think Walker Kessler is pretty damn good as well, to be completely honest. Definitely a very solid big 7 foot with a 7'4" wingspan, gives him solid size. He's got decent speed. He can shoot pretty well, which is, to be completely honest, definitely more than I expected when I saw this card was coming out. Finishing badges are also pretty dang good, as well as defensive badges, and playmaking badge wise, he can get quick first step, has a couple of them. No clamp breaker, handles for days, limitless range, Agent 3, glove, Challenger, limitless takeoff. Badges like that would be nice to have, and he doesn't have them, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. Again, he's an inside big. He's a little bit better shooter than Kareem, not quite as good of a probably speed wise, but I think even the interior badges are a little bit better, and he does have a little bit behind the back as well as quick drops off one. So even though his MB dribble style isn't good, I mean, he at least has a little bit of full court ability and a good dunk animation, so that is nice to have. And overall, I do think he's a pretty decent card. I think it's fair to put him at number 8. Number 7, I'm going to go with David Robinson, and this is kind of a testament, not this D-Rob, sorry, this D-Rob is definitely not number 7. The Pink Diamond David Robinson, who is honestly still a pretty darn good card. Like, I think he can definitely hold it down at the center position. Number 8, he's the thing that I don't love about this card is the fact that he's like very incapable of being any sort of playmaker. He's still a very good interior player on both ends of the court, can shoot the ball at a high level, and has some decent playmaking badges, but his SIGs are terrible. And his dunk animations, he does have front clutches, which is good. I do like his release. I just think he's a tiny bit outdated. Not quite as complete as some of the other cards we've gotten, and definitely doesn't have any sort of playmaking ability or anything, which hurts him a bit, but I do think he's still a very solid card. And having him all the way down at number 8 definitely is a testament to the fact that the center position has improved as of late. Olo Kandi's going to come in at number 7. Olo is 7 foot with a 7'4" wingspan. He's got an amazing player build, looks like Shaq. Finishing badges and defensive badges are amazing. Playmaking badges aren't great, but he has clamp break, quick first step, and can get bailout, break starter, and unpluckable. Defensively, I mean, shooting wise, he only has a 70 shot 3, but he's got a great release, and he can get a few shooting badges like catch and shoot, claymore, slippery off ball, guard up as well. He's got good speed, great defender, great athlete, especially the athleticism is very nice in this card. I do like his release a ton. Like I said, it's the Joe Smith base on quick, or Joe Smith release on quick, and it's very good. SIGs are actually pretty good for a big as well, and he's got quick drops off one. So a lot to like about this card. Once you put a shoe on him, some shooting badges, stuff like that, he's knocked down, especially with a good release, and I still think he's a top-ish tier center in my team right now. Now, at number 6, I'm going to go with Chris Kaman. Actually, I'm going to swap Kaman and... yeah, I'm going to swap Kaman and Olo Akandi because I do think Olo Akandi is better than Kaman, but I am going to put Kaman on this list. I actually think he's pretty good. 7 foot with a 6'11" wingspan. The short arms don't help, but the finishing badges are good. The shooting is actually pretty capable. He can get limitless range as well as quick first step and clamp breaker. You can actually add any badge to him, which is really nice. He's a very solid interior defender, decent athlete, and I like his release. It's not amazing, but it's honestly a pretty solid release. Does not move well at all, doesn't have great dunk animations, and doesn't have normal laner, so those things do still hold him back, but I like his release a lot. I like the fact he can get every badge. He's got good size, capable defender. Don't love the short wingspan, but overall, pretty solid card. So I'm going to go him at 7, and I'm going to go Olowokandi at 6. Now, at 5, I'm going to go with Chet Holmgren. I think Chet, being 7 foot, is a very viable center option. I will say I did not include Nikola Jokic or Kevin Garnett or Dirk or a few of those other power forwards this position, simply because I think their main position is power forward, not center, in my opinion, in this game. So those guys would be higher up if you were including them, but I think they should be played at power forward. That being same with like a guy like E as well. But 7 foot with a 7'6" wingspan, hot spots in 3 out of 5 spots, 15 hoffs, include Hoff Limitless, Catch, Claymore, Corner Specialist, elite defensive badges. He's a really solid defender. Is a little bit weak, only 84 strength. That does hurt. He does get pushed around sometimes, but he's a great dunker, great shooter, and has very good sigs as well, which is very nice to have. Dunk animations are pretty mid, but I don't like his release. Even on quick, I don't think it's very good. Kind of hurts the card a bit is that he's got a little bit of a baited release, because outside of that, he's a great card. Little weak, doesn't have an elite release, which is why he doesn't crack my top 4, but I do still think he's a very solid card and does deserve a spot pretty high on the list. Dino Raj is coming in at number 4, a brand new card that came out today who is absolutely exceptional at power forward or center, wherever you want to play him. Generally, I'd say a guy who's 6'11", probably better suited for the power forward position, but with a 7'11" wingspan, that doesn't really apply to Dino because he is so big and so long. Hot spots from both corners, 10 hoffs, include bully, fast twitch, masher, posterizer, clamp breaker, quick first step, anchor, post lockdown, rebound chaser, can get every badge, which means you can add badges like limitless range, agent 3, handles for days if you want, unpluckable, glove, pick dodger, things like that. 90 driving dunk, 80 shot 3, which is more than enough, especially with some shooting badges added and maybe even a shoe or coach boost. 89 speed and excel is great. He's a very solid defender and he's a great rebounder. And the wingspan is something you just can't overstate. He's so long. He's going to play lanes so well. He's going to get contests that other 6'11" players don't get. And he's got an elite release. Donovan Mitchell base, Jared Vanderbilt upper, which is awesome. On quick is really, really good. Normal leaner. He's got incredible sigs, MJ dribble style, Francis size up, Lillard behind the back. Dunk animations are really good as well with front clutches. I mean, he's an absolute dog. No doubt about it. Raja's a incredible card, and he deserves a spot pretty high. But the top 3 kind of separate themselves from everyone else, starting with Dark Matter David Robinson, who is significantly better, I think, than Dino Raja. As much as Dino is a good card, but I think D-Rob kind of separates himself, as well as the top 2, obviously. 7'1" with a 7'5" wingspan gives a great size. Hotspots from everywhere. 30 hoffs. Pretty much has every single key hoff that you would like on a card outside of maybe clamp breaker, quick first step, limitless range, and a couple of others. The defensive hoffs especially are ridiculous. His stats are insane. 90 speed on a guy that big. He's an incredible dunker, incredible shooter, elite defender, and amazing rebounder. Can get every badge upgraded, so whatever you want to add to him or upgrade to Hoff, you can do. D-Rob release on quick is money. It's even better than it on normal, obviously, because it's sped up, but it is a very good release. And the normal laner as well. Elite sigs with MJ dribble style, Garland size up, Kobe escape, and the lid behind the back. Has quick drops off 1. I mean, he's a dog. There's no doubt about it. He's an incredible card. The only reason he's not top 2 is because he's only 7'1" versus Kristaps Porzingis, who's 7'3". KP a little bit bigger than D-Rob. I think that provides a little bit of value in terms of rebounding and mashing ability and just mismatch ability, and that's the main reason he's above D-Rob, to be completely honest. But when you look at KP, very similar card to D-Rob. Not quite the same in terms of the Hoff defensive badges, but still amazing. Unbelievable shooting badges and unbelievable finishing badges as well. 87 speed and excel is really good. 95 shot 3. He's a really, really good dunker. 94 interior, 95 block on a KP card is kind of crazy to give him that good of interior and block this early in the year. And obviously his size and length is something that you just can't overstate the value of. He's an absolutely elite card. Even moves well with MJ dribble style stuff behind the back. KP release on very quick is phenomenal. Normal leaner with all the shooting badges is super nice. And he's got quick drops off 1 as well as a couple other good dunk animations. I mean, KP is an absolute monster. This card is so good and really earlier than I generally expect to get a good KP. So he's a beast, definitely number 2 in my opinion. But Yao Ming is going to continue to be number 1, I think, for the next couple of months. In all honesty, I think it's gonna be really hard for 2K to find a center that is better than Yao in the near future because of how big he is and how unstoppable he is, because he can shoot and he has good speed as well. He's not 7'6" with 25 speed, he's 7'6" with 80 speed. 78 shot 3. He's a really good dunker. He's an elite defender. I mean, he is an incredible all-around card. Amazing defender, amazing interior player on both ends of the court, the best rebounder and masher in the game. His size allows him to protect the rim as well, and he really moves relatively well as well with a good release. Like, Yao is OD good. They made this card way too good in my team, in my opinion at least. So yeah, still the best center in the game, and I don't expect that to change in the near future, to be completely honest. But this is my top 10 currently of the best centers in my team. Let me know what you think of my list down in the comment section down below. If there's anybody you think I ranked too high or too low or left off the list entirely that does deserve a spot, let me know about that. But if you did enjoy, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.